Yeah. So I know, crazy story, right? But there I am. I'm about to like mount Nick Fuentes, and I'm trying to think Ella Grant, and then I'm like, why am I more surprised he has a dick? What's up? Hey, everybody, how is it going?
Clutch the pearls. What's going on, everybody? We're the shit show saints, and we were not prepared today whatsoever. And we just said, "Fuck it. We need more Ella than just like the little bit we'd have after we did the news." So she's gonna do the news with us. Welcome to the YouTube Saints. Ella Grant, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all? Aside from remarkably hungover and early.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm way past hungover. I'm just sleepy. I'm just sleepy. Jeff, how are you?
I am tore up from the floor up. I'm pretty fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
No, then it's a win-win-win. Ella, you picked the best show.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you get. This is what you get for not making it because of jobs and
Hope
shit.
so.
No,
I see some poor guy getting hit by a car down there, though. I hope he's okay.
That's a good sign.
Okay.
that's actually a really good sign.
Yeah. We need if we can get more men being hit by cars on this stream.
Violent
then
collisions between Neil
Just
Breen.
leave it to the incels.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I mean, it's like they say in what was it, the Christmas Story or one of those things. I don't know. I'm Jewish, so I mean, your Christmas movies don't make any sense. But it's like, oh, well, every time a man gets hit by a bus, a Jew gets some money.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
It's
Okay.
true.
That's
They
I
can't
get
kick
it.
us off for something that's true.
That's a lawyer joke. I get it now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's.
Cuz Jews make good lawyers.
Yeah.
It is true.
Also, we sue buses when they hit us.
Although I've known some pretty dumb Jews that wouldn't make very good lawyers.
Hi.
My best friend's a Jew. She's like she's from Israel. She's my age, and she's like 4'11".
Oh wow.
And if any of you guys have ever met me in person, I'm 5'8" plus
4
feet, so I'm like a giant next to her.
Yeah.
4'11" Israeli.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's
I think she's 19.
Oh.
I don't know if she's
Nope.
single.
Oh no. That's fine. No, I mean, 19. No, we could wait a few pregnancy scares before any introductions happen.
She makes some killer shakshuka though, so
Mhm.
keep her in the corner of your eye.
Those are the deadly ones, though. The 4'11" ones. Those are the tiny ones. Those are the angsty ones usually too. You gotta be careful with them.
Yeah, damn right.
Yep.
Did you decide on the Moscato? The Mugscato?
Oh yeah.
I'm contemplating cracking open this Moscato and pouring it into this mug, which is currently full of Soho lychee and Malibu, and making Mugscato. But
What
I
is?
think I'm not classy.
Wait, what is? What was that? What was that first? What was that first thing? Soda Michi. What was that?
Soho lychee. I work at a liquor store.
Milk?
Oh,
It's a Soho milk. Well, leche means milk.
what is that? Am I too young to understand that joke?
Well,
No,
I don't know. I
it's-
mean,
Like leche is Spanish for milk.
yeah.
What is it?
Soho is a really
Lychee's a
trendy
fruit.
part of Brooklyn.
Oh, lychee, not leche. Lychee.
Yeah,
Okay.
lychee, but it's lychee liqueur. That's 20%, and it was $14. So
Ooh, that's not bad. That's definitely not bad. Yeah, we're me and Nick are pretty much brain dead. The brains of the show tonight. That's all you, Ella. We're useless. We're totally useless right now.
Yeah. We realized we'd have no good
You
jokes
guys
for the
really are.
news.
We what?
you're even more fucked now that you've picked me. I hope you know that.
That was the idea. Now around here, we either go all the way or nowhere at all. Lychee is milk. Lychee is a fruit. Okay, Rhino.
Lychee is a fruit.
I had a very strange time at Block Party last night. Me and Mems did get a chance to actually go out together, which is great. Very, very rare that we ever get a chance to do that. And it seemed like for some god-awful reason, almost every person I've fucked in the past, 9 years all showed up at this party. Everybody did. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a Jeff reunion party. Yeah, man. It's
And-
great when your whole past gets to come together and confront you all at once.
Mm-hmm. I felt
Yeah.
it felt like I was at a sex intervention or some shit. It was really weird. It was bizarre. Oh well, whatever. Fuck it.
You ever had that, Ella, where your friends and family contact all the people you fucked in a 10-year period and then they just pile them together? I mean,
10 years ago, I was literally 8 years old, so I don't.
oh, that would be really awkward then, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I have had my parents stage an intervention for me, though. I had an intervention for alcohol and drugs when I was 15, and now look where I am.
Interventions when you're 15.
on an alcoholic podcast.
Years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
An
kind of
intervention a day keeps the doctors away.
See, I'd have an issue with being known for that, but I don't remember half of it, so I don't really need to think about it. Yeah, that's a great thing about podcasting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's nothing but a net benefit to everyone. It's wonderful. Nothing bad ever comes from podcasting like this whatsoever.
People who watch it try and forget that they've seen it, and then they never ask us. So it's easier to forget it ever happened as you get ready for that ultimate destiny
Mm-hmm.
Stocking shelves at Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey,
I've never been to Barnes and Noble. I don't even know what it is. Is it?
oh, it's a bookstore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a national chain, like big bookstore.
It's like the last
have
bookstore
Starbucks
left.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have a couple of chain bookstores here that they're like owned by the same company, but for some reason they have two subdivisions, and the decoration is like the same in all the stores, and the font on the logos is the same, and it's called Chapters and Indigo. But I'm pretty sure they'll be branding them all to Indigo, but the Starbucks and stuff like that.
It's called Chapters and Indigo.
Yeah, Chapters is a pretty good name for a bookstore, though.
Oh no, it is. It's just when I see the. Oh wait, so it's only named Chapters or Indigo. It's not the name is Chapters and Indigo.
No, there's like two stores like that you can see driving down the road, for example, but they're both inside. They're the same. They sell the same stuff. They share a website.
Oh.
Like the logos are in the same font too. It's the weirdest thing.
That's weird.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's kind of like in the States we have Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, and they're the exact same fucking thing.
It is like that.
Yeah. So is there like a geographical divide? Because I found out one of my favorite fast food places from the South. It was called Checkers down south. No, it was called Rally's down south. And then I found out it was called Checkers in the north. But apparently I live too far north to get any. So like it's like hey, I'm going to New York.
North to Southerners is like West Virginia or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. It's anything that's like above Tennessee is the north. Yeah.
Except, that is funny though, because when you talk to people from West Virginia, like I'm from the South. Where are you from? West Virginia. That's fine. You're from the South. You're from the South, buddy. It's good for you.
They're not from the South.
Is there a difference between just being South as fuck or like country as fuck? Because there's like country people from Montana, and then there's like people from the South that are so Southern, but it's like people are like, oh, they're the same, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'll find bumpkins anywhere you go. You know, I mean, come to New Hampshire. Yeah, it's bumpkin land here. It's bumpkin, like country bumpkin, not blumpkin, which is we're gonna get to later here on the Saints. Got a format. There's always there's the Blumpkin Power Hour. That's a great time on the show.
I need to Google that just like real quick.
A blumpkin?
What?
Yeah, blumpkin or a bumpkin.
Well, a bumpkin just means like a hick or a redneck. A blump.
Okay.
Yeah, a blumpkin is when somebody gives you a blowjob while you're taking a shit.
Yeah, somebody came up with a name for that thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually 0 and 10 for convincing people to give me a blumpkin. It's just never happened. I do try. I do try, but it never works. They're always like, yeah, no.
Fuzzy lumpkin got a blumpkin. All right,
pitch your nose while you're doing it.
We went off the rails real quick tonight. This is good. We haven't even done the news yet.
I know.
Holy shit. This is great. This is a great show.
And real quick, before we get started with the news, though, Sergeant Buck says, rumor has it that Alex Jones will have his own role in the upcoming sci-fi blockbuster, A Scammer Darkly. Not bad. That's pretty good. That's actually
a meta fucking joke, too, because he was in A Scanner Darkly.
Alex Jones was?
Yeah.
No way. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, no. There's a scene. He, I think it was when, I forget his name, Keanu Reeves' character goes, like, wandering.
Uh-huh.
And he sees, it's Alex Jones, and he's got a bullhorn outside of this, like, mini mall. And then this van of, like, masked secret police show up and snatch him and drive away.
No shit.
And Alex Jones is in the film. So
wow.
There are layers to that shit. I wonder if he knows that.
Yeah? That'd be pretty nice.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, well, Buck did was that intentional on your part, or did you not know that, and then you ended up being like more right than you thought you were? Like Jesus,
so crazy,
or something.
dude. That's absolutely weird. Anyway, so fuck it. Let's get into the news real quick.
Yeah, these were it was a slow news week apparently. So
kinda. I mean, there was a bunch of shit that happened, but I just didn't really give a fuck about any of it, to be honest with you. I just really didn't. It's hard for me to give a fuck about anything like at all lately. I don't know. I want to lay in my bed and listen to fucking Despacito and masturbate, you know, and it's just I'm a simple man.
Jeff, what are you doing with your life?
This?
And masturbating to Despacito, apparently.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I do.
Oh.
All right, so our first news article is Venezuela makes 6 arrests in alleged Maduro assassination attempt. Now we've been Nick here has been actually kind of obsessed with everything that's going on in Venezuela. So we've actually been covering
obsessed, but yeah, Venezuela, Nicaragua, you know, the parts of the world where a whole lot of people live, and a whole lot of the raw ingredients which make your life possible come from, while it's on fire and people are killing each other on regular. I mean, I know Kim Kardashian has lost a lot of weight, so I don't want to spend too much time on this kind of story. But
Fair.
let's just say there's a value to it.
Okay. So do you want to take us through this one, or shall I?
Oh, I'll do it because I've got my wireless mouse has worked. I threw it against the wall about like 4 or 5 times. And then I talked sternly at it. And after that, it was working like a charm. I'm like the mouse whisperer. So CNN reports 6 people have been arrested after Saturday's apparent assassination attempt on President Nicolas Maduro in the Venezuelan capital of Caracas, the nation's interior minister said on national TV. Maduro survived the assault after several drones armed with explosives flew towards him during a speech at a military parade.
No way! Really? Holy shit!
Well, didn't South America just suddenly get more interesting? I've been watching the Clone Wars, so I know how dangerous drone attacks can be. Maduro,
That's some wild anarchist shit, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait until we get air-to-air battles between like the far right and the far left in Portland. That's going to be great.
We don't speak of Portland.
You know what?
Oh,
we don't speak of Portland unless it's Portland, Maine.
Are you not a big fan of Portland, Oregon?
Well, I mean, they gave birth to vagina nails and boob nails and Democrats, and a lot of fun happens in Portland.
That's true. It's Portland is like I would say more than likely Portland is like the centralized hub of Antifa lately. It seems like it's either that or it's San Francisco.
Well, no, Antifa's too broke for San Francisco. They're all incels living in their mother's basements.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, see, well, that's why none of them can afford drones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, yeah, well, I mean, those arrested are accused of terrorism and assassination. Well, clearly it wasn't a successful assassination, so you should drop it to attempted assassination.
Right.
But, yeah, Reverol said one of the detained had an outstanding arrest warrant for his alleged role in the August 2017 attack on a military base in Valencia. Another of the detained people was previously arrested during the 2014 anti-government protests. That's not surprising. Reverol said he doesn't rule out further arrests. They're going to arrest probably like 500 people, only of which maybe 4 or 5 had anything to do with it. But
okay, so I've heard before of like anarchists and anarchists and like terrorists using like explosives on drones and things like that. Honestly, it's a waste of a good resource. If any of you have seen like drones with dildos attached to them, that's the future. That's make love, not war, with our drones.
Just a small like squadron of like a dozen drones fly up with rubber dicks on them, all just aimed for Maduro's ass. And it just comes flying in. It's like, we will take the people's ass. And eventually one hits. Still, though, this is fucked up. The munitions could cause damage in a radius of 50 meters, and intelligence services were able to identify the nearby streets that were used for launching the drones from a distance. One of the drones flew over the presidential stage with the intention of being detonated by the attackers, but he said authorities were able to cause it to lose control and detonate outside the area the attackers targeted.
Okay.
Wow, that's a very tense scene. 2 people fighting over control of a drone.
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
That's an episode of 24, yeah.
Pretty much. And I guess the second one lost control, flew into an apartment building, and exploded on the first floor. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought that, remote control flying devices would ever be used for violent explosive purposes?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wacky shit, man.
So what do you think? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, is this going to be like is this going to be the next socialism doesn't work?
Well, everybody knows that unless they're flat out fucking retarded. But scrolling down farther into the article, I don't know if you actually passed this yet, but it's saying that the financiers and planners live in Florida.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's
It literally says, the preliminary investigation indicates that many of those responsible for the attack, the financiers and planners, live in the United States and the state of Florida.
Wow.
He's probably do you think those are Cuban expats?
Or maybe just base Floridians? I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, here's the thing. I did a stream a while back with a Venezuelan, an Argentinian, and a Brazilian, I believe. And we were talking about Venezuela and South American upstarts and shit. Like Hugo Chavez was heavily supported by the Castro regime.
Right.
And so I mean, Venezuelan and Cuban communism, socialism are pretty closely tied. So if there was funding or organization coming out of Miami, I'm wondering if it's not old Cuban expatriates.
I mean, it's entirely possible. I don't know.
It's great. No, I love long-term blowback though to geopolitical crises. It's always wonderful to see that dicking around in places you shouldn't be, doing things you shouldn't be doing anything with.
I just
never
like
worked out.
I like the idea that Florida man has upgraded from raping alligators to trying to assassinate presidential targets.
Well, you gotta do something with your drones, man. I mean, you order 400 of them off of Amazon, and then what are you gonna do? You know, that credit card got shut down. You can't hack that identity again. Start a revolution in Venezuela.
The Florida man should just get smart, and he should attach dildos to his drones and try and rape alligators with that. Way safer.
Or fly him around Alex Jones when he doesn't have the opportunity to tape you. That way he starts reporting on that, and it's the one true thing he says, but he can't prove it, and he's frustrated about that. The government's been sending drones after me, just giant dick drones. Dick drones been coming out of the sky, out of the clouds, following me, saying, "Alex, we're gonna fuck you!" And every time I try and pull my phone out, the RFID blockers kill it. Oh, I'm already seeing a comic book. I love this.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was like some press conference somewhere where there was a drone with a dildo.
Oh shit!
Russian press conference invaded by flying dildo. That's what it was. Actually, here, let's take a look at that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'll bring it up on the bicycle so we can all watch it.
I do remember this. I love the fact. I mean, if you're like over 30, consider this, right? Like, think of what you thought the future would be like when you were a kid, and then compare that to this, and realize that even though there's like no flying cars that you're driving, it's most of what you imagined, except it sucks.
I'm sorry, it's just playing for me now. What?
It's so perfect. Oh my god.
Just like the caption, just Russian press conference.
Yeah. He beat that dick.
Like, it's just like, what? Why?
That's so perfect.
That was a perfectly basically engineered flying dick. Look at that. It doesn't tilt or wobble.
This is America.
I think we've found the future of military troop carriers right here. Can you imagine that? We're like still going to war in Afghanistan, and like a fleet of small attack dicks come out, and the doors open on the side, and a whole bunch of Marines run out of the nutsack. Would you want to fight them? I'm straight out the nutsack, yo.
Jesus Christ, that's wild. That's some wild ass shit.
Yeah, that's why.
Dill drones.
Yep. So to the people of Venezuela, don't ever expect to actually win your revolution until you deploy the flying dicks.
That's right. And that's how,
Is this male privilege?
I think so. Weaponized male privilege.
Yeah, I mean, flying. How
Awesome, both of which I have apparently.
You're double fisting privilege. That's amazing.
What would a flying vagina's attack be?
I don't know.
A black hole,
A what?
like the black hole, like you find in outer space.
Oh, okay.
They just
It's
they
like-
just suck everything in there.
It's like
Never
it's like,
seen again.
well, everything except you physically, because it requires you to go to work so you can make more money, so that it can suck that up too. So it's got to.
Just
Yeah.
collude with the Russians and invent a black hole on wheels.
Yeah.
There you go.
People of Venezuela, if you want to be free from Maduro, you need to fly more
Bill Jones.
vaginas.
It's like
at
get
him.
a giant like Dyson vacuum of some sort, put a flashlight on the end, and just go shh. And just, like
I still love the.
I like.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I love the future again. I mean, like, you know, it's like the my circle still freeze framed on this flying dick with 2 prop rotors above it, and
Oh yeah.
I can't help but think, okay, if I encountered a younger version of myself when they asked about the future, I would give them the sort of safer TV version of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, adults have flying toys.
That makes me so fucking happy. And I love that they had to have a security dude touch it. You know?
He beat that dick. Clean out the air. Sounds
See-
like an angry dragonfly right now, flapping around in like the light and like the lampshade.
See, plebs throw their shoes at President Bush. Rock stars fly dill drones at fucking Russian politicians. Yep. That's based.
Yeah.
That's based as fuck. All right. Anyway, so real quick, moving over here to on Streamlabs. Mouse says $2 for Jeff to send Ella a YouTube Saints shirt. Don't forget. Yeah, we could probably hook you up with a shirt. That'd be cool. Let's see. And then next we have. Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. No more flying dick. Fuck that. Okay. American Airlines passenger kicked off flight after buying seat for her $30,000 cello. This is absolutely stupid. This is one of the dumber things I think I've actually read in the past week.
It's important though.
Sure it is. Of course it is. Whatever you say. God.
I'm so confused. This real talk though, honestly.
It's so bizarre. A passenger on board an American Airlines flight says she was removed before takeoff because of the size of her cello, even though she had purchased a seat for the instrument, and claims American Airlines assured her husband she would be able to bring it on board. I purchased 2 round trips for her and her cello on April 2nd on the phone directly from American Airlines, and told them specifically that one ticket is for the cello as cabin baggage. I was told it is absolutely allowed and she won't have any problem. His name is Jay Tang. I like that name too. Jay Tang.
Yeah. I wish that was my name.
Yeah, Jay Tang sounds like
I'm changing my name on Discord.
Yeah, you changed the name. Oh, are you? Yes, dude, I will do it for you if you don't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
Okay.
isn't my screen, Jackson. What the hell?
Let's see. Nick's name needs to be Jay Tang. I gotta find a good one too. Oh, you're not even on Discord right now. Fuck you. Anyway, so the woman, a music student at DePaul University School of Music in Chicago, had flown to Miami to perform at a music festival. When I flew from Chicago to Miami, I didn't have any trouble with that. The flight crew even gave her a special strap to hold the instrument in place. The pricey instrument, which is worth $30,000, made it safely to Miami with her. However, when she boarded her return flight, airline crew members asked her to get off the plane. And, like, escorted. Let's see, where is this? According to Who, flight staff told her the cello was too big for the seat, though she insists it met seat size restrictions. Federal regulations allow them to carry their instruments like cellos in the cabin. So where's the big controversy on it? Like they just kicked her off? Like why? I don't understand this.
Because they didn't want to fly with something that was worth more than the combined salary of their entire crew.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember when I was a little kid, like I took the bus to school, but I remember one of the things I really, really wanted was a violin. So when I was like 6, I got one. Like it was a Toys R Us. It wasn't like a posh violin, but it was a legit violin with a velvet case and everything.
Yeah.
And I tried taking it on the school bus, and the bus driver was like, "You can't take that on the bus." And I was just like, "Excuse me, it's a violin." And I like dead ass up his face, and I'm like, "There's like, just a violin in here." And he was like, "Okay, just don't bring it back on the bus." And then he got mad at me for trying to take it home.
That's absolutely bizarre.
Was it? Keep in mind, it's a $30,000 cello, so it's about the size of a small person.
Like, it's just a cello.
Yeah,
it's a cello. Well, I mean, the thing is it could be like, it might not be an American cello. We got to be careful. It could like rush the cabin or take one of the flight attendants hostage. So, we need to screen these things.
What kind of cellos have you been playing?
Well, I mean, they're pretty badass. Electric cellos, really. The only kind that should be on planes because you can turn them off. Yeah, that is American Airlines, though. It's still better than Spirit Air. And this story brought to you by my rushed sense of irresponsibility.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
No, but what's weird about this, too, is they kicked her out at the last minute after she's already seated and it was secured. And they even got the fucking, like, airport police. It's so dumb, man. It's so dumb.
Well, I mean, the cello could have been armed.
It could have been a tactical cello. That's right.
Yeah.
This is America.
Exactly. I mean, have you ever seen the kind of destruction that Yo-Yo Ma reaps on, like, any, like, public place he plays?
Who the fuck is Yo-Yo Ma?
It sounds like a SoundCloud rapper of some sort.
It does, doesn't it? Does he have face tattoos and weird colored hair?
Lil Xan, Lil Windex.
There's not a...
You guys are talking about, I can't remember his name because I'm out of Malibu.
Is there really a Little Windex?
There is. He's a Canadian, but he's like a parody of the SoundCloud rapper archetype, and he goes on stage with like these fake tattoos on his face. He like blacks out a couple teeth.
No way.
He wears like this blonde wig that's got like fake dreadlocks on it too, and he wears like these orange Adidas jumpsuits.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's so bad, but he's freaking hilarious, and he's so popular over here.
Wow.
As a joke.
This is pretty amazing. Cleaning up, Little Windex. What the fuck? This is great. I'm gonna have to check this dude out. Little Windex exposed. Crazy. Well, leave it to fucking Canadians to come up with a great way to parody SoundCloud rappers. That doesn't look like Little Windex, though, by the way.
And it has nothing to do with Yo-Yo Ma.
Who's Yo-Yo Ma?
Never mind.
How degenerate I am, is I legitimately thought that was an anime.
It sounds like a fucking spin-off from Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah. Oh, we're so doomed. Let's just move on. This is
Yo-Yo
starting to
Ma.
get depressing.
Oh, okay, that's Yo-Yo Ma. That's boring. He needs face tattoos and multicolored hair. What the fuck?
Somebody take that photo and let's get a Photoshop going. Come on.
Ain't nobody ever gonna listen to your fucking SoundCloud if you look like some boring ass music teacher, Yo-Yo Ma. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, we really need to. He needs to get on his game. It's all about the algorithm these days, Mr. Ma. Let's just move on. God.
No, I'm pretty comfortable focusing on Yo-Yo Ma right now, and his failings.
Yeah.
His failings as a performer.
I mentioned Yo-Yo Ma, one of the world's foremost cello players, and your first question is, what kind of SoundCloud rapper is that?
Who the fuck plays the cello?
There's a reason that...
How do you go about even learning to play the cello? Like, for example, like learning to play the piano or the guitars, like lots of families just have a piano in their house.
Right.
Lots of families just have a family guitar, that lives in the TV room or something, but like, Who the hell just has a cello floating around?
Yeah, just hanging out. Like, that's our casual cello.
Like, stand around the cello singing songs together? Like...
No, nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Whomst.
Whomst?
No.
Whomst? Whomst has a casual cello.
Whomst.
Hang on, Jeff. Wait,
Yes.
we need to trademark Whomst has a casual cello, and that's gonna be a T-shirt. So
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So somebody write that down.
yeah, with the picture with the negative of Yo-Yo Ma behind it.
Somebody said Asian people play the cello. Asian people aren't real. What are you even fucking talking about? Jesus
Have you ever
fucking.
been to Vancouver, Jeff?
Has a casual cello.
Ah! What are y'all laughing at? Was a woman funny for once?
No, didn't that come through your microphone?
Yeah, for some reason I have another window that's got like the chat pulled up, and for some reason the audio was turned off.
Mhm.
But in trying to like refresh the thing, it turned back on.
Oh,
The
okay.
audio was on full blast, so I was like, ah!
That was just an incredible timing on where in this stream it was too. Who has a casual cello? What the fuck? I mean that
so-
though.
Yeah, so like Yo-Yo Ma wouldn't have been just asked to remove his violin from American Airlines. He'd have gotten in a fist fight with air marshals. So I think that's the moral of the story.
Mm.
We're doomed as a culture. So check out, what was it, Lil Febreze on
Lil-
SoundCloud. As soon as you can. He's got the hottest single, I Make My Bitches Place Stank Like Flowers for 10 minutes.
I hydrated and water myself like a plant.
Okay. All right. So moving on. This is a pretty spicy one. This is actually
Yeah.
this is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
this is the kind of thing which dominates your Twitter feed and causes you to ask, why am I still on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trump blasts LeBron James after NBA star says he's, quote, trying to divide us. That's right. The president of the United States took several minutes out of his busy day to tweet at LeBron James, a basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
for something he said, because apparently nothing else is going on.
Yep.
LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike, Trump said. I remember seeing this tweet and thinking, this is the president. The president is taking time to jump onto Twitter to say that.
It's so fucking bizarre. I honestly
Okay.
when I first saw that tweet yesterday, I think it was, I don't know, I was really sleepy when I was checking my phone and I read it, and I'm like, and I actually had to question whether or not I was awake or not, because he's tweeted a lot of stupid shit, a lot of inane things that nobody gives a fuck about. That was so completely inane. I was like, am I actually still asleep? Am I dreaming this?
That was beautiful. What do you think, Ella? I mean, did you appreciate the president's tweet? Did it change your opinion of LeBron James?
I'm Canadian. I think all this is just stupid.
It is stupid.
Good, then we're on the same page.
That's like the
President.
rest of America watching California's antics. Even Portland looks on Los Angeles and says, "Degenerate!" But
Yeah.
it's just like, so I'm just sitting up here like, oh well.
There's an unknown Saskatchewan saying that in Canada, every America is Florida man.
I don't know, man. It's just so weird. I mean, I guess one of the things that bothers me the most about this is it's become so normal at this point for such inane shit that I'm just in a perpetual state of embarrassment. I don't know. I'm in a perpetual state of embarrassment over everything that's been happening, especially with our crazy shit show reality TV country right now.
I'm just
That's
You know,
literally
well,
what it is. It's like watching General Hospital or something. That's just how stupid it is.
oh no, General Hospital at least
it's
tries to have a
like
plot.
It's like the Jewish Hollywood Soros cabal that runs American politics behind the scenes, writes the scripts, writes the speeches, writes the news headlines, is saying, ah, shit, we ran out of ideas in like 1988. So like, let's just like start throwing, let's just
Hanks.
start throwing Time magazines into a blender and try to piece the ideas together. Like, it's just that. It's degenerate, and that's coming from a tranny.
It's
Calling degeneracy.
That's
how degenerate it is.
The one thing that I wonder, the one thing that I really wonder about it too is sometimes I wonder maybe everything's kind of collapsing and falling apart because everybody's just really bored. Like, we've been doing all the same kind of shit in this country for so goddamn long. Are we truly degenerate, or are we just so bored that this is like the way we're exciting ourselves by just making everything into a constant, perpetually burning dumpster fire? I don't know.
That's not actually. I like that theory.
You need to stop screwing over the people of the world and get yourselves real with it.
Yeah.
What are you? Listen, we'll get around to cleaning our room eventually. You know, but you can't hold it to us that sternly. I mean, look, LeBron James, he's a basketball player, and he's like dissing the president. And if you know anything about geopolitics, like, the president of the United States doesn't have much to do most days. Just kind of get up, you know, watch some like Cartoon Network
or something. That'll keep the people entertained.
Oh yeah, well then he pit a basketball star against him. See, I want to see this turn into a real, genuine reality show beef, and we all know the only way it can be settled is with a game of horse.
Means.
Yeah. Oh,
horse
a basketball game.
Yeah, a horse is a game where like it's one person versus another person, and you're shooting basketball hoops and trying to like make the other person make the same shot that you did, and you spell out horse. Yeah. So yeah, I don't. Maybe that's how they should solve this beef. Is LeBron and Trump have to go one-on-one with a game of horse? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and I mean, they both watch this show, so I mean, I'd say to both LeBron and President Trump, if you guys are just gonna like, shit post at each other and talk shit on Twitter back and forth, what's the point? I mean, unless you're really gonna solve it either in fisticuffs or a game where you have to shoot the ball.
Country to be running?
Who?
No.
LeBron? No. LeBron doesn't own a country anymore.
No. Hashtag not my president. Literally.
Oh, him?
Stuck with Daddy Justin. Like.
No. Listen. I mean, there's one thing. Like, he doesn't run the country because that would mean that he was an authoritarian. And MAGA 2020, own the libs. There's no way Trump's an authoritarian because, like, I supported Gamergate and shit. You know?
What the fuck does any of that mean?
What? Oh, well, fucking libtard, typical fucking lefty podcast shit. You probably yeah. All right, no, let's not even get into it, dude. But yeah, no, I really do actually want to see a charity basketball event between LeBron James and Donald Trump, because if I don't,
no,
well then all the children will die from the leukemia.
That's like that Logan Paul fight that's coming up, or Jake Paul, or
no, it's
yeah,
Logan versus KSI.
Yeah, KSI. That's like the sequel. Oh my god, that's like if the same fight were to repeat 50 years in the future. It would literally look like Donald Trump versus LeBron.
Ooh.
I'm sensing like some more. Okay, call me crazy, but going back to my Jewish Hollywood cabal theory, maybe there's time travel involved. Maybe this Logan Paul fight is foreshadowing.
Ooh. Okay. Or
another fight in the future that they've already booked all the primetime slots for, and that's why they're doing it now.
Yeah. No. In the future, stupidly rich people can slather themselves in stem cells and get younger and younger and dumber and dumber. And these two have been sent back from the future so that they can entertain us in a way that makes everyone dumber to the point where that society can happen in the first place. Diallo, that's fucking genius. You really need a job with the Sci-Fi Channel.
Or Alex Jones.
That would work too.
Go grab my tinfoil. I'm gonna go grab some tinfoil because I feel like I'm gonna need it later on.
Okay.
I actually still have tinfoil yarmulke from the other week. I'm so proud of this thing. I can technically walk into a synagogue and not offend God, or have him mess with my brain waves. It's good shit.
Put it on.
Oh yeah. No, I don't need a goddamn globalist getting in this shit right now. No.
There you go. There you go.
This is how you protect your mind against the moon Jews.
I wonder if
we were puppets of the moon Jews for a long time, but now we've been freed. And now we're gonna try and save humanity from their terrible, terrible wrath.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Yes.
Actually, wait, no, this actually makes me a moon Jew. Forget that bit. Forget that bit.
This makes me happy. This makes me very happy.
Now everyone except Jeff is safe from them.
I think I'm brain damaged enough after last night that I don't think the rays can actually penetrate. Like, my brain is all scar tissue now.
Yeah. Do we want to continue talking about Trump and LeBron?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking through to see if there's anything else that anything else that actually developed.
About. Yeah, no, he's they spat some shit and what is it? No, they talk about Don Lemon.
Yeah, they talk about Don Lemon.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Creates a school. Trump bad. LeBron dunked on him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this picture of LeBron though, because he kind of looks like what I imagine an Amish farmer would look like if they were from like Africa or the Middle East with that beard. He's got this. Yeah, he's got that great beard. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks like after he dunks all over Don Lemon and Trump, that he's gonna go and raise a barn.
He looks like a rabbi, but like.
Oh yeah.
It's a rabbi beard.
Yeah, he does look like a rabbi. Actually, I could see like it's like Rabbi LeBron James.
Okay,
launches,
but real talk,
I promise.
Every time you guys say Don Lemon, I keep thinking it's a dyslexic trying to say John Lennon.
Right. Yeah.
Don
Lemon. Don. Oh my God. I find it very difficult to say Don Lemon as well.
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
You have trouble saying Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon. Make it one word. Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Yeah. It's like it's like a destination resort vacation in Don Lemon.
Okay, I have this like this little play that goes on in my head every now and then when I hear the name Don Lemon, and it's like, fade in, nice oaken accentations for the furniture, a slightly darkened room, and there's this sweating Italian man who's very nervous, and he walks up and he's like, "Oh, Don Lemon. I hope you can help me with the situation." When it pans over, it's just a giant fucking lemon.
Yeah, Don Lemon, like it pans over, and Don Lemon's just like unacceptable.
Oh no, it doesn't even say anything. It just sits there, a giant fucking lemon, totally silent, and the dude keeps talking to it for some reason.
Well, and that's messing me up too, because there's a road in Edmonton called Dunvegan Road.
Dunvegan?
Which is like vaguely similar. It's spelled D-U-N vegan.
Done vegan?
One of those like one commercials, like, if you'd like to order some free Canestin, please dial 1-800-DON, VEGAN, for some free Canestin to treat your yeast infection, like something like that. You're called Dunvegan. That's like, I could be a phone operator. Like, that's a possible career for me.
Call centers, that is, I'll say this much, call centers can definitely be a very firm step up from YouTube.
Okay. Yes, hi, hello. You've reached the YouTube Saints channel. How may I take your call? You'd like to speak with Wizard of Cause? I'm sorry, he's passed out on the sofa in his office right now. Can I take a message?
You're hired, holy shit. God damn. Last two
I
weeks in a row, you had to cancel for work, and that was just so you could build up the suspense, so we could find out you need to get fired. You've got a job at a call center we don't own yet, but we will.
It's like I've got to rewrap. That was not working.
Okay.
Should I make a yarmulke of some sort, or is that? I have a menorah upstairs. I could go.
Are you? Wait a second. Are there 2 Jews in this stream?
No, I'm just trans, so I'm Jewish apparently.
No, but Jewish by default.
No, I'm not a Jew.
Oh.
But like, okay, you guys, when you had me on, or when you had I Think I'm Real on a few months ago, and you guys did my channel trailer, you paused at the last second before you switched to another video. I was about to. The joke was I just pull a menorah out of nowhere. You paused like right as I was reaching off screen.
We couldn't.
Like, no, they didn't get the best joke of the whole damn thing. And I pulled this menorah out, and then my friend off screen is like, "God, Ella, you can't just pretend to be Jewish." And then I say, "Well, the Rothschilds pretend to be Jews." But like that's the whole joke is I just pulled this menorah out of nowhere. People like, "Oh my God, is Ella Grant a Jew?"
It's like forget if traps are gay. Is Ella a Hebe? Oh God. At first, I mean, like the whole trans thing, fine, but Jews, yeah,
gross.
Yeah, no, I mean, we would have had an entirely different video of millennial woes crying, you know, and even been like Taylor Swift fucked a black guy. I'd be like, well, the thing is well,
he nailed it, honestly.
Who did?
You? What?
No,
who? Taylor Swift?
Millennial woes.
Millennial woes nailed Taylor Swift.
Oh, he wishes.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole video about that.
No, it's like the one of the videos that you guys went over had I Think I'm Real on my channel portraying millennial woes.
Yes, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Holy shit!
He was like, I don't like jeans. I'm. Oh my God, I sound like my grandmother. No, okay, my dad's mother is this like little 4'6", 89-year-old woman from Scotland, and she is very, very sassy and very, very Scottish. She's like, Ian, you know, whenever my dad's like that's one toe out of line.
She says a lot. Holy shit.
Well,
Ich bin eine Juden.
And so she would go, you know, whenever something mildly annoyed her. And then my dad did that, and now I do that, and now I can't stop. And it's really attractive, and that's why I can't get a date in this town, is because my axe can be here from as far away as Billings, Montana.
Well, and you keep getting banned from dating apps.
Oh my God. Okay. Don't blame me. I just want some dick that isn't mine for once.
Sure. No, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. It's so bizarre that you got banned from Tinder. I don't even understand how that works.
Yeah, Tinder's pretty terrible. I don't get what.
Okay, my theory is that someone matched with me. Okay, here's the thing. On my pictures, I literally edited on text that said like, "Oh, read my bio and shit." And then I'm guessing no one actually read it. Someone matched with me, read my bio for once, and then got salty. And instead of just unmatching me, which you can do,
right,
decided to report me. And I'm just like, well, maybe he was just worried that I had more balls than he does. And I've been on estrogen for 3 years, so that's kind of sad, really.
You must have very tiny marble balls. But like, there's tons and tons of trans on Tinder, like here in Eugene, like tons. They're all over the app, and they don't get banned. They don't get like, it's stupid.
Well, and I think part of it was because I didn't use like the trans woman option, but the other part of that is because here's the thing. I signed up for the app at like midnight, and the only options on sign in were man and woman. And I'm like, you know, I thought I read something in the news about Tinder adding gender like options, but maybe they just got rid of it, or maybe it's only available in the States or something. So do you know what? It's fine. I'll just put it in my bio. And then I go to sleep. And then the next morning I wake up, I use the app for like 2 hours, and then I get banned.
That's a fucking record. God damn.
I deadass use that for like 40 minutes, and then I get banned. And then I posted on Twitter, and someone's like, "Oh no, you have to select man or women when you sign up, and then after you've created your account, you have to go back into the settings, and you have to go like general, profile settings, edit, and you have to go through like all these things, and it's like super hidden in the app." And I'm like, okay. I literally, in the total time I actually spent on Tinder was probably less than 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So in those,
2 hours you'll never get back.
I monkeyed around in the settings, but usually that comes a little bit later. I was still like figuring out how to use the damn thing.
Right.
It's like there were no instructions. There was no like little info thing that pops up and says more. You can change your gender setting later.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
And it was so bizarre. It's almost like Tinder doesn't want people to use the gender settings, but you know what? I'm not saying tinfoil hat on my head, accusing them of secretly hating trans people.
Of course.
The two aren't related. The accusations of transphobia and the tinfoil hat. It was just time.
It's time. It's time that the Jewish cabal becomes public information.
Okay, so
shit from behind the scenes for so long since I was in diapers.
So I'm in the app right now, and it says show me men or women. That's it. Then it says Tinder welcomes everyone. Discovery settings now show users who include more information about their gender identity. Once users add information about their gender, they can select to be shown in searches which best reflect their identity. You did nothing wrong. Ella Grant did nothing wrong.
And
Didn't
I
do nothing.
asked, like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna make the yarmulke for me, but it's like, I can make some shakshuka in this later. But it's like, okay, shakshuka's so good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was never presented with the opportunity to actually change the damn thing. And worse yet, okay, so do you know how on, like, Gmail, if your Google Drive gets too full, your Gmail won't accept any more emails because they're tied together?
Yep.
And similarly, if your Gmail gets too full, it fills up space on your Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I am on Tinder. How do I say it? You get the option to sign up with they text you the code, or you sign in with your Facebook. But if you look at the fine print on the sign in with your phone number, it actually says that it's a Facebook number service. So either way, you need since the number service is but it's not because it's like, oh, either you log in with Facebook or you log in with this other thing that's also secretly Facebook. What ended up happening was the
gross.
Because I signed in with my Facebook. The when I got banned, they're supposed to send out an email. Like, unlike Twitter or Instagram, where if you post something that goes against the community guidelines, the window pops up as soon as you open the app. Tinder just logs you right out and you can't look back in. And your only sort of means of knowing that you've been banned is the email they send you. But the email that was associated with my Facebook was too full because of my Google Drive.
Oh.
So I never got the email. The last email that I got to that email was in like April or something. But okay. So imagine you're like Tinder's HQ and you say, oh, wow, this automated email bounced back to us. This email is not accepting inboxes right now. By the way, this email contains like the request for an appeal.
Right.
And I never got it.
And you can't request it to come to you again, too.
No, I can't. No matter how many times I mention Tinder on Twitter, it's radio silence. But I mentioned Plenty of Fish, and they respond to me in minutes.
Right.
Well, that's because if anybody's ever been on Plenty of Fish, you know that they're sort of grasping on to the desperate singles market with their fingernails.
But
it's like, well, I'd have better luck at a Greyhound station.
But it's still like, it was just like, it's so bizarre. But like, I've already filmed the Tinder video. I'm just editing it. Right. And there's more in each print. It was like, literally, I was just sitting there in my kitchen, hungover as shit, eating spaghetti when suddenly I got banned.
That's a way to fucking ruin your goddamn day. Like, you're trying to enjoy your spaghetti.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, too. So there was like no redeeming shit for that day.
Right.
It was like,
ugh, that's lame.
And then I signed up for OkCupid, which is like trash, but it works,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got a whole bit about OkCupid that I'm pretty happy with.
Let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh no, so well, yeah, I think I've told these jokes plenty of times, so most people probably know them. But yeah, I mean, last time I tried online dating, yeah, it
Mhm.
was it was about the same time that I was hunting for a used car on Craigslist, and I found the similarities, the parallels between the two, kind of astonishing. So like, you can't tell if it's OkCupid or Craigslist when I say she runs every day, and there's something very wrong with the wiring,
Mm-hmm.
or used professionally daily. Has a lot of life left in her, but a bit of a smell.
Mm.
Um,
Oh.
or I just want this thing off my lawn.
Car.
Yeah.
Car ad or dating
But
profile. That's pretty
well,
good.
this is. I mean, that's from like a straight man's point of view. But I've considered what women have to deal with in terms of online dating, and it's kind of ends up being like walking through a used car lot that happens to be populated mostly with cars and dicks.
Mm.
So it's like, oh, you're swipe. I mean, if you, Ella, would you ever swipe right for like a 2010 Chevy Silverado?
No.
No, wouldn't that maybe like not even like a Subaru WRX? No.
Okay, my brother.
Oh, we got you on Subaru.
My brother is 16. He's this gooby white ginger kid.
Gooby.
Gooby is I don't know if that's like Canadian slang, but he's like, oh hey Chad, have you seen the sick vape I got? Like he's that. Like, but he's like he loves sports and
He's got Monster Energy decals over everything.
He loves women like he likes his fast cars, aka his '93 Subaru station wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around driving his car all around Edmonton, like, oh yeah, I'm hot shit, suck my dick, bitch. And he like listens to like rap music playing on his pimped out sound system, and he's got like this. It goes like, and he's oh yeah.
It's got the exhaust tip, right?
Okay, or if it's like cracked on purpose, but it sounds like a Lambo, so I think I'm gonna keep it. But like,
just like stabs a few holes in the catalytic converter, and it starts like sounding like a civilian. Yeah, it sounds like a civilian aircraft taking off.
And that's like I'm pretty sure like car wise though, the only one that you'd be able to sell me on is like early '80s sedans.
Mm-hmm.
So something along the lines of like a Lincoln Continental or just a plain old town car, like or a Parisian convertible from something to the tune of like 1983, give or take about 5 minutes. So like right.
So you say 80s sedans, and I'm picturing like some like bullshit baby blue early Camry kind of thing. Boxy little wannabe fucking DeLorean.
Like with wheel.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck it. So like somebody rolls up in a Lincoln Town car, just like a 1970s Cadillac, just covered in velour. You're like, hey, it's better than Tinder.
Like,
Holy
do
shit.
you remember like the car from like Austin Powers Goldmember? That's like their time machine, and it's like this pink car with like fuzzy dice that's like covered in velour inside and out, and it like.
Was it Cadillac?
And down and shit. I don't know.
I thought the one in Goldmember was like a bug or something. I thought it was like an old Volkswagen Bug.
No.
This is how fucking memorable that movie is.
That happens later, but like the car that they take to like turn back to like the 1970s, like let me find it. Or Jeff, you have like the thing, just Google image it, like Austin Powers.
I'll look it up real quick. Goldmember time machine.
If it was pink, I bet it was a Cadillac.
Oh fuck me, yeah. No, it was that was definitely a caddy. That was
Pink
definitely a caddy
Cadillac.
here.
Yeah.
So
It's a pink Cadillac.
I ship it, honestly. I want.
That's some good shit right there. Yeah. That's a sexy car.
Well, it's a fucking Cadillac. Yeah.
I
mean,
do you guys not know that song?
The which one?
Pink Cadillac, because that's part of it's pink.
Pink Cadillac, the song.
There's a song.
Is it the?
I've never felt more 35
God.
in my life.
the fucking the country western song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The song Pink Cadillac.
It's a bop.
Yeah, I've heard that song. That was one of the actually not many. There was about 9 songs during a year and a half that I worked cleaning up movie theaters as an usher and just cleaning up movie theaters. They always played the same fucking 9 songs over and over and over again every fucking day, and one of them was that song, and it made me want to kill myself. It was pretty bad. Just imagine hearing that song every 45 minutes while you're at work.
Oh my god.
That's the American dream, dude.
That's like, I need a car that looks how Self-Control by Laura Branigan sounds.
Okay.
Like
So
reverb and like corny guitars and all that shit.
oh yeah, oh my god.
Oh, Jables is asking if we're just not reading.
No, I was just about to do that. Because we actually have quite a few. So Serene Kuchi, Miss Grant, we the Shadow Masters will ask you only once to stop talking about the secret Soros-backed Jewish Hollywood conspiracy. Cease your investigations immediately, or there will be repercussions.
Kiss my ass, Harvey.
Yeah, well, as Harvey Weinstein might say, you had me at no.
You know, Harvey. It was nice in the chateau. My mom might have got me both herpes and an acting career, but you're canceled.
Oof. All right, James Bugley says, Ella, the aesthetic of early half of the 20th century is underrated. Thanks for keeping it up. Also, this goes towards a death shot for Jeff. Oh, fuck you, Jables. God damn it. But yes, no, like the classic early 20th century like beauty aesthetic thing that you got going on sometimes is it's pretty spot on.
Thank you so much.
No.
It's I want to bring that back, but honestly, because I've got a job now, so it's like it's because I used to be able to get away with spending 4.5 hours on hair and makeup.
Right.
For a video, or even more than that. Some videos took like up to 6.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
It's like it's so hard to try to carve out that time now.
Right.
But it's and that's the other thing is like whenever people watch my streams for the first time, they're like, oh my god, you don't dress like all 1950s like every day. I mostly just look like early 1990s teenage trash from like Glendale, California or something, who like steals her mom's cigarettes and like puts this in her boyfriend's minivan around the San Fernando Valley. Like, just
wow. you know, there's no iconography in your life, is there?
No, that is pretty bad.
No, I'm just a mess on wheels. Like I'm a ginger version of Amy Winehouse. Real talk. If I make it to 28, I'm gonna consider myself a senior citizen. Like that's just how high my expectations are. Standard.
Oh, you want to join the 28 club, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it 28, 27?
It's 27.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to start a new club, aren't you?
I am.
Fucking hell. No one respects tradition anymore.
You can join me in the club anytime.
Fuck it.
I'm a little past my expiration date on that one, but
I don't give a shit.
Okay, well, hey, I'm in. There's a weird culture here in Eugene. It's only about, I'd say maybe 10 people, and they also enjoy that kind of old-timey aesthetic. The women all wear like a very similar like dresses and like the pearl necklaces, and they do their makeup and do their hair up. The guys all wear trousers with suspenders and white like working shirts, and they're all like very built with very like waxed hair and mustaches, and
they're trying to be turn of the century strongmen
and newsboy caps.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like working man newsboys / like dock workers from like the 20s or 30s. And what's crazy about this too is all of them are insanely beautiful. Like all the men and all the women are just stunningly attractive people. But the first time, huh?
Are they rich?
No. This is what happens when gutter punks like get into a house finally, get steady jobs, then they decide like this is their thing and they spend all their money on this.
Ben Pye says those are skinheads.
No. They're definitely not skinheads. But first time I ever ran into them, I was actually intimidated because I thought they were a fucking gang.
What,
And-
like from West Side Story or something? Like,
Yes.
did they just go up to a rumble, like snapping their fingers? Like,
They could totally do that. They look just like
showed
that.
up in like a jazz casual fashion.
Mhm.
Dude does a spin. And he's like,
possible drown
"What
your
you
wife
doing
like
here?"
Hollywood, like.
It's so bad. They're actually really lovely and wonderful people. I'm friends with all of them, but
I would love it. I mean, I not that I'm like wishing harm or violence upon you, but I would love it if like, you know, like somebody got like jumped or assaulted by a vintage sort of like 30s era jazz and tap street gang.
Like,
just so I could watch Razor Fist report on it.
that'd be pretty funny.
like just death by tap dance. Or can you imagine if like all gang members are like, okay, so you know how like wars used to be like super choreographed and shit, and there used to be like whistles going like din 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 din, or whatever, however the song goes. I'm from the different country, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
But it's like, you know how wars used to be like super polite and shit, and like, oh, excuse me, I'm going to hit you with my cannon unless you get off of my property. You know, like it was all so polite. But imagine if instead of like the old British choreography or just like shooting each other or overdosing on fentanyl, imagine if gangs today kept with the civilized manners of wars from long ago and just did it with tap dance.
It's a tap off, everybody. It's a tap off. We're gonna settle this Russia Crimea territory dispute with vigorous tap dancing. I like this idea. This is great. It's not just like a regular like dance off, you know, like step up 5 international conflict. No. It's not like street dancing. No, we need tap dancing.
Yeah,
Hardcore.
I mean, because if you know what, actually no, you know what, beyond just street gangs, I think we need to get like Antifa and these Patriot Prayer guys to all just dedicate themselves like Dancing with the Stars. 6 weeks of jazz, swing, and tap dancing training, and then they can have a pay-per-view event where they square off against one another.
That'd be
in
amazing.
the ultimate dance-off.
Yeah.
You guys are out there with your
choreographed musical number of some sort.
Yeah, you guys are out there with your
Lights
clubs
and like
and
a
shields.
trio of 3 black women in the background going, ooh.
Yeah. Actually, fuck it. We could just get Sean King and tell him, hey, can you pretend to be a woman?
We
in
said
addition to
black.
pretending to be black for a while. No.
Just hire Candace Owens. He's really good at pretending to be black and a woman.
Oh. I think that made my night, Ella. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh God. Okay, I never called people sir or ma'am until I got this, because this liquor job was like my first real job, right? Because like I've done like paid contracts and shit, and I've got like a $2,000 contract paying in from a local university because they hired me to make some videos for them, like for their medical facility. They were like, okay, we need someone to like come in, shoot a tour video for part of our campus, and we'll pay them like $2,000. I'm like, and that's the second video I've made.
How the fuck did you come across that gig? Holy shit.
My mom works for a local university. But it's like in June I did another one for the same university, and that's what funded my trip to Los Angeles.
Oh, cool.
Was that $1,500 paycheck. But I've got that coming in any day now, and I'm gonna spend it all on Southern Comfort and Malibu. But that's like,
I suddenly feel a bit better about the future. I'm getting old, and here's the next generation already figuring out, like, I'm gonna get paydays doing dumb shit for people who don't know any better than to pay me for it. I'm gonna go get some Captain Morgans with that shit.
I'm gonna go blow it all on booze.
Preparation.
Yeah.
Societal oppression or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
Whatever gets me paid.
Yeah, it makes me feel so much better about the tossed together nature of the show. It's going so well, and now we're inspiring. You know, it's going to be a clip. Like Mel's going to clip that out and put it as a PSA. Just like, you too can achieve your dreams.
What have been shattered by depression?
Oh yeah, that'll happen. It's like you can achieve them for about a week and a half, and then be prepared to suffer.
All right, so Rhino says, Patreon bent Nick. Let's help this cunt out. Throw the Jew some shekels. Too true. Well, Patreon fucked me and Nick both pretty hard.
Everybody.
They fucked everybody pretty hard.
I loved their Twitter response though too. They're like, because of external factors, like what the fuck does that like? Were you like hacked by the Russians too or something? And then between that and then they're like, the best thing we could say to do is to have your patrons, change their payment methods. Like, really? It's kind of like a bank saying the best thing you can do is take what money you have and open a new account, and then maybe we'll be able to salvage your savings account because we kind of fucked that up. Sorry about that. So yeah.
It was gnarly. It was gnarly. Whatever.
It's fun. I'm gonna eat a lot of avocados because they're cheap at the grocery store, and so I'm gonna be like millennial diet because I'm on a budget.
Millennial diet, my ass. They spend $35 on avocado toast.
I know, and that's the thing. You can buy avocados for like 69 cents or some shit.
I understand that craft beer has like some really aesthetic packaging and shit, but
like what? You're not big on the craft beer?
No, I love craft beer. I just think it's overpriced. It's like,
oh yeah.
Okay, I was hanging out with Barbara, and do you know what she said? This is going to be a bit of an analogy. It's just overpriced because you're getting the same product. It's the same thing with cigarettes too.
Well, cigarettes.
So Barbara told me that she used to work for Philip Morris.
Okay.
And she worked in marketing, and they said like, oh, so all we do is we only have like a couple of tobacco farms, and they all like big farms. But they all grow the same tobacco. It's all the same cigarette in different packaging at different prices.
That's very different than
all
beer.
All the same cigarette. So you know what? I know y'all love your Marlboro aesthetic. I mean, I quit smoking for like 2 years. And then as soon as I get to LA, I'm like, this smog isn't destroying my lungs fast enough. I need a cigarette now. And then I couldn't fucking stop. And you know what? Those Camel Blues weren't helping because they're kind of everything. But it's like, am I too white for Newports?
No.
Actually, yeah. Cigarettes have nothing to do with beer.
All you have to do is go to.
It's the same thing though. It's all the same shit. There's like all these big like. You know, Nestle owns like.
No, not at all. No, I mean,
that's what they want you to think.
No, I know brewers. I'm friends with brewers. In fact, actually, it's funny. The Trump's trade war tariff thing actually affected a meadery here. They were gonna hire on like 6 more people.
Meadery?
Yeah, they make really good mead.
That's a
Moonlight.
thing.
Yeah.
Like they call a place that just makes.
Yeah, places that make mead are called meaderies.
That's bizarre.
Not really when you think about it.
Can someone tell me what mead is?
A moment.
What mead? Mead is a honey
wine.
Honey wine, yeah. It's a honey wine. It's really good.
Yeah, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage on the planet. That was our first booze. And beer came from mead. If you go and have something called it's called a braggot. So you guys can all go suck a braggot. But mead's the oldest alcoholic beverage there is, and it's fucking delicious, and it's gluten free too. If somebody like has trouble with like actual gluten allergy, can't do gluten, they drink beer, it doesn't work, like kills them. Fucking booze, same thing. You drink mead, it's fine. The sugars and the honey, perfectly fine.
Look, dude, all I know is you get about 4 shots.
Craft beer is nothing like cigarettes.
All I'm saying is, you get about 4 shots of tequila into me, and I become a total braggot. Like that.
Yeah. Perfect braggot from the beginning.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Dicks just start flying in my mouth.
Especially when they come in by drone. Yeah. I'm the one in the tin.
I'm thankful I did not see that side of Jeff in Los Angeles.
You're thankful? Ouch. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just glad that this dick is a no-fly zone.
I'm just gonna go hang myself.
Most of downtown Washington, lower Manhattan, all that fun shit, no fly zone. If you fly within that radius, you will be shot down.
Mm.
Ooh.
Pew, motherfucker.
I'm tying a rope. I'm tying a rope. It's fine. It's cool.
Yep. It's fine. Like, well, wait until you finish reading the super chats. Listen, we gotta do this.
Shit.
You gotta do this Warski style. You can't kill yourself until you've blown through some of those super chats.
Jesus fuck, dude. Okay,
What?
anyway. It's a good thing I don't have a lighter. Seretti Cucci says, again, Miss Grant, cease your investigations into time travel. You are messing with powers beyond your very understanding. We are watching and we will know.
Suck my dick, bitch.
JSC Hong had a gay crush once, then he turned into a she. Oh. Okay.
then it was a TradCon story.
But did you still have the crush afterwards? Is the question.
Yeah. Was it true love or was it just lust after boy pussy?
There's nothing. I don't. You know, I'm just hungover enough to put my foot in my mouth, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Well, better your foot than something else.
Not really. Sister RC, I met my fiance on OkCupid, so it isn't a complete trash. I'm so happy you guys got Ella on. All hail the Trap Supreme. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it was literally the when we had Real on and we first watched your videos, he introduced you to us. Like immediately we were like, we have to have her on the show. Have to. It has to happen.
And I'm like, I feel so bad for not coming on sooner, but I've been so damn busy. And I remember like, because last week I had to cancel because I got called in for a job interview.
Ooh, was that the one that you got?
That's the first callback I've ever had because, you know, I've gone around, I've handed out 30 resumes.
Did you get that job?
A video production resume isn't going to help you if you're trying to get a job in retail.
Oh no.
But it's like you know, hinting to a good work ethic and stuff like that, I guess, can help. That's like the only overlap. But it's like so I was like, you know what, I hate to have to cancel, but like this is the only job interview I've ever gotten. So I'm like, I need some money because YouTube's not paying me shit. But it's like so I have to do that. And then I got called in by my manager to do training on Saturday. And last week you said that the show was being moved to Saturday, so I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to cancel again. Move just to the next day. So I mean that works.
Yeah.
Hey, don't feel too bad. It was supposed to be an hour early tonight too.
Yep. We were supposed to.
And look how that turned out.
Yeah, we're really good at following through on things around here.
Yeah, we're amazing at it. Yeah, no, we were going to switch the day of the show. We decided we're gonna do that starting September, so I can still do some camping with my family, and also because I'm going to PAX, which Jables PAX. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so fun. But also we are intending to move the show even while we're still doing it on Sunday to an hour earlier. But both me and Nick were complete pieces of shit today, so we apologize to you, our audience. Love you. Brainwash says this is for you had me at no, which that was actually very good.
Okay, I might need to like culturally appropriate that from you and put it on my merch.
Oh
Yes.
no, don't worry. Like usually when guests show up on the show and they steal my jokes, works out great for them. So go for it. Also, I mailed myself that joke. It's stamped by the U.S. government. That shows I have ownership.
What I'm trying to remember what it was, but like back in the day, the proving of something was that you would like write it down and mail it to yourself, so it was actually federally stamped. Yeah. I only learned until like way later that doesn't mean fucking anything. It doesn't mean dick. It never stands up in court.
Oh no, I know.
Somebody wants me to kiss Markiplier at PAX. Okay,
what's PAX?
Well,
PAX. Okay, so in the realm of video gaming, E3 is the big event. PAX is the one just underneath it. and they have like 3 different regional events, and PAX West is going to be up in Seattle. And yeah, I'll be there, and I'm really excited. Oh, it looks like
hey, Miss London's in the chat.
yeah, Miss Lesson's in the chat. Hi.
Oh.
And I guess you're going to my wife's going to bed. Good night, wife. I guess. Mm-hmm.
Good night, ma'ams.
Can you I have some rum. Can you come over here and make me some memory?
Oh, she told you about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Memories are rad.
Yes, they
They're
are.
almost as rad as memory is.
Yeah, it's Malibu rum and cider. That.
That honestly, that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. It's super delicious.
I just wish I was rich enough to get drunk off of cider.
Is it really expensive up in Canada or something?
Well, it's also like real talk though. You know, you could get a big thing of cider, or you could get like a 2-6er of Smirnoff, which is a 26 ounce.
Mm.
That's what they. Okay, so Canadian slang. This is a Mickey.
Okay.
That's what we call this size of bottle. This is a Mickey,
A pint
and
is a Mickey.
the slightly littler bottles are called boot Mickeys or mini Mickeys.
Mm.
Either can be used, but it depends on region mostly. Here you can kind of get away with like using both. So those are, and mini Mickeys. A 26 ounce is called a 2-6 or a 2-6er. This one isn't listed in ounce, but I'm pretty sure this is a 2-6er.
Okay.
And then there's the 24 pack, 26 pack, you know, all those. I'm pretty sure there's a bit of overlap there, and there's probably some that I'm leaving. But that's like the most distinctly Canadian one is Mickey's and boot Mickeys.
Okay.
It brings a new meaning to the term slipper a Mickey, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Now it's like, did you slip her a Mickey? It's like, well, of course, I'm only a gentleman.
Somebody slipped me a Mickey. Somebody slipped me a memory.
Mm. Did you slip her a Mickey? Yeah, man. I stuck that bottle of Jack Daniels in. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, of course I shared. I'm not a dick. And I got her drunk and fucked her. What do you mean she retroactively revoked consent? That's a thing.
Harvey, is that you?
Oh, shit.
What did you just say?
Harvey, is that you?
Oh.
Oh, I'm fine. Bill?
No, yeah, it's like, what about,
I'm
I
sorry.
remember
what-
something about Jello pudding.
I feel like I've had an encounter with you before. What did you say your last name was again? I can't remember. Was it Cosby or was it Clinton?
Ooh. Ooh.
Well done.
Okay. All right.
Nicely, well played indeed.
You know, it's interesting. A lot of people strive for immortality. They strive for relevancy in this crazy world of pop culture and all these references and the memes and the jokes. And not everybody is really going to make it. A lot of people, even celebrities, are never really going to have that type of immortality that will pass through the years. But Bill Cosby, just by being such a wholesome seeming person who was a massive rapey dickbag, I think is actually going to last the test of time. I think that to really truly give like honor to how much of a dickbag he is, like we need to make sure we start using Cosbying as part of the language.
Oh, South Park got it. South Park got it perfect. Hot Cosby.
Hot Cosby.
Yeah, you gave her a hot Cosby. Basically, it just means
Tanya Harding. Like, oh, are you into getting your kneecaps taken out?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Tanya Harding.
Why is Tanya Harding more of a piece of the common vernacular than a hot Cosby is?
Oh.
Well, so is Monica Lewinsky.
I mean,
she got up there. She fucked her way up to the top.
Yep.
Well, I was really proud because this one night when Jeff was just going on this spree in the Discord, changing everyone's nicknames. I mean, it was terrible. But yeah, like one of the names ended up being a Weinstein moment, and it was this kind of thing. It's like, I respect history. I'm going to observe this moment when this man, this monster of a rapist, was finally brought down by naming someone after him. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah, you should have been there. Wait, you were there. You were doing all of that. What was that?
That's yeah, that was me. That was totally me. Who did I name Weinstein moment? I can't remember that.
I think that was Nell, actually.
It might have been, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to change people's names to really inappropriate or non sequitur things.
I'm just glad though, because like some generations got Orson Welles and Alfred Hitchcock, right? And we get Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein and what's that guy?
Which one?
The Will Wheaton. Yeah, we get Will Wheaton, notorious sexual predator Will Wheaton. We get this. This is our generation's legacy. Thank you, Ella, for helping me there.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes.
Again.
I really, really cannot stand Will Wheaton. I really can't.
Well, Shut Up Wesley was originally written as No Wesley, I Told You No. But then they changed it for market purposes.
Well, he wrote this, I read it actually today. He wrote this very long blog post, and he's actually written about it a few times, a bunch of different blog posts, because this really does piss him off. But I guess it's been something like 26 years now or something that he has had people following him around saying, "Shut up, Wesley." And it really gets under his skin. He is aggressively pissed off by it at all fucking times.
I could say this was 2014. Some friends and I tried to actually crowdfund to get a skywriter to put "Shut Up Wesley" in the sky above downtown LA. Price was too high, but it would have been wonderful.
That would have been pretty good. How much?
How much skywriters run?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like thousands and thousands. I think it was like over 10 grand. Just because like you gotta get all the permissions. You're trying to write in the biggest billboard in Los Angeles,
right.
The Sky, which nobody looks up to, which is why all the kaiju attacks continually work. But
because of the damn smog.
True.
Yeah, all the smog and now the huge plumes of weed smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Same difference.
Yeah, well, it's a slightly different tint in the sunset. I'm glad the first time actually I got to see the Pacific Ocean, it was overcast like I was back in New England. Like, where's the sun? I have no idea.
It's not overcast. Shit. That's the smog.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to Bill Cosby raping people.
Yes.
What? Back to Bill Cosby raping people. Do we have an undersubbed to promote?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Although I did want to mention this though, and it is something that actually kind of pisses me off, is we had people for the longest time trying to defend Bill Cosby, but way more people just automatically bought into the idea that Michael Jackson diddled kids, and he never did. He never fucking did. It was never proven. It was never accepted whatsoever. Every single aspect to it was categorically fucking debunked. Dude never fucked a kid. Never. I think there's more people today that probably think Michael Jackson fucked kids than people who are actually Bill Cosby is a serial violent rapist.
Well, listen, I mean, I didn't think we were going to go getting into the QAnon thing, but I mean, we should really take a moment to talk about Tom Hanks.
No.
Are you? You're part of the conspiracy. Shit. Trying to silence the truth. You don't.
No, I wish I had some tinfoil, motherfucker.
Tom Hanks is our undersubbed of the week.
That's right.
Yes, he's got the best children's series out there. Come into my basement.
What even is this about Tom Hanks? What are you guys even talking about? I haven't heard about this.
Oh no, cute.
About how Tom Hanks can come in our basements anytime.
Yeah, see that plus also QAnon. You know what QAnon is, right?
No.
Oh, you. Oh shit! Really?
No, I haven't. I haven't been paying any attention.
Jeff, you're so behind the times, my dude. No, it's an online movement, man. It's an online anon movement. You know, the one that memed Trump into office. They're pretty sure that George Soros has been paying for wide-scale underage child sex trafficking cults, which involve every Democrat plus Tom Hanks, apparently. And a dude who actually played the the coffee bar cashier in a movie. I think it was Iron Man or something. Yeah, he blew the whistle the other day on the internet, saying that Tom Hanks is a notorious pedophile.
It sounds like a bunch of Pizzagate shit.
Yeah.
But it.
Like just TV.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
what I'm
like-
saying.
I'm
It's like,
gonna,
is it?
I'm gonna go to bed and like Tom Hanks can like come in anytime he wants.
He can.
It's kind of like, okay, do you know what? Fuck it, the sleeping bag's on
Oh.
backward.
Okay, everybody, yeah, tweet this stream at Tom Hanks real quick. Let him know.
Okay.
It's not bait.
Hurry,
We're not-
boy, I'm waiting here for you.
It's like, I've seen the splash 30 times.
You can splash all over me, baby. All right,
It's
let's.
like, I'm not Daryl Hannah, but I can be half fish if you want me to. Just making the sounds of a sea bass. There we go. That's how we attract Tom Hanks in these parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
Alright,
put
so-
some Hanks pellets out on the ground, and then make the sound of a beluga whale with a loogie.
Are you calling to Tom Hanks?
Like,
Let it happen.
All right, it's fair. All right, so let's do our Undersubbed of the week. And of course,
Yeah, that's a great
'cause-
transition.
no,
love
I,
this.
I thought so too. I thought so too. This we're on point tonight, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's a real
our
We
Undersubbed
take
of
it
the week.
seriously.
Our Undersubbed of the week is Dildo Copter.
I was
There you
gonna
go.
say flying dicks. Oh, yeah. Everybody go and subscribe to Dildo Copter.
Dildrone.
And Dildrone. Yeah.
Yep. And
Oh my
pow!
God.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God!
All right.
This is my tomahawks.
So our Undersubbed of the week is Miss London, and usually we ask our guests like, why did you pick this person for the Undersubbed? But we all know why. It's because Miss London is fucking badass. That's why.
Yeah. And I picked this clip at random. So
No, this is actually a pretty good one. So
Good.
I've watched a lot
she's
of it.
my partner in crime. We went to LA together. We went to parties with you together.
Mm-hmm.
Tried memories together. Like we did everything together.
I made it.
except each other. But
Yeah.
it's like she really is my YouTube sister, and I gotta give her a leg up sometimes.
And I made a total ass out of myself hitting on her one night. So anyway, let's watch.
Me too. So like,
I was hitting on you too, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. I had
was
a
so well behaved.
I had such a thirst that night. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Anyway, so let's watch this. Oh, I think we're echoing through your speakers.
yeah, but what should we do about that? Do you want to like just mute, because we can both see your screen. So do you want to just play it on yours?
Okay. And you can just mute it on yours or what?
Or oh shit.
I know.
I'm having a blonde moment right now. The
I'm just so happy that as ill prepared as we were for this show, I am not the one having like piles of technical issues. That's
I
usually
want-
how it works.
Okay.
I feel so liberated and free.
Okay. Let me think about this real quick. How could we do this? Usually I just say you should put on some headphones, but I like unless you have headphones like literally next to you, then I wouldn't worry about it.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll just mute Skype. I'll mute you guys for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds at a stretch, and we'll just start watching some of this.
Motherfucker. Come at me, bitch. Top of the morning, y'all's balls. You're welcome, Logan. Hey, y'all's balls. So today, I'm exceptionally loud, and we're covering a topic that I love to cover. I fucking love guns. I've been surrounded by guns pretty much my whole life. Do you see me shooting up a school?
Not yet. Not yet.
I think you graduated. There's no reason for you to shoot that school up.
She graduated school like a year early.
We did what?
She did like online schooling, I think, for like the last 2 years. So she graduated a year early.
See, no need to shoot it up. You just need to jump on the internet and everything's fine.
Yeah.
And see, if anybody who's watching is this is your first exposure to Miss London, like, now you can understand why I was so goddamn thirsty. God damn it. God. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. All right, moving on.
Didn't think so. Okay, that took a lot of effort to lift my leg up, just so you know. I've been surrounded by guns pretty much my whole life. I've been around rednecks my whole life. And I've shot guns before. I've done, you know, I used to like play airsoft, like as a sport. Like I used to like go to tournaments and shit and play airsoft. Like guns were a huge, and still are, a huge part of my life. And the difference between me and many of these activists is that I actually understand what guns are and what guns are made for and what guns are meant to do. Sadly, we live in an age where biased media are pretty much taking over mainstream and distorting what it means to be a gun owner, what it means to have a gun, what a gun's purpose is. So today I will be discussing the misinterpretations of guns, the many misinterpretations of guns.
Okay, so not this last VidCon, but the VidCon before that, we actually had a group of YouTubers get together in LA, and they went out to one of the shooting ranges because a lot of them had never shot guns before. Yeah, they were like
Really?
people from England who had never fired a gun, and so they all
And they're
went to, like,
fun.
yeah, they're fun.
And they had fun.
They did, but I don't know if the video is still out there, and I don't remember which one of them it was, but somebody had a shotgun, and they like didn't really know what they were doing, and they shot up like this, and you see in the video them blow out one of the ceiling panels with buckshot.
That'll happen. I mean, shit. I remember when I was first going to the range way back in the day. My brother like went there and he's like I'm gonna try and shoot gangsta style. He turns his hand sideways, and he's plucking, and like yeah, the thing just started bucking up to the ceiling. He ended up shooting the ceiling tile out. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that'll happen. Especially like I mean, shit. You get what do we think when we hear YouTubers and guns? We think, hey baby, I love you so much, shoot me in the chest with a Desert Eagle because I got a phone book and it'll protect me.
Or
Yeah.
Or that chick who like shot up the headquarters.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was great.
Captain Unibrow. Yeah,
Demonetize this, bitches. Ah shit, we just got demonetized, didn't we?
we did. We totally did.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that one coming. Oh no, whatever will we do?
You heard about that stunt though that those YouTubers did though. That
It's over. I'm just gonna retire and become a pillow. I quit. You know what? I'm fucking done.
All right, more Miss London.
If you will. Let's start this bitch. This is a BB gun, by the way. It's not a real gun. Just for the record. I would never do this with a real gun. AR does not mean assault rifle. A lot of people like to mischaracterize what an AR-15 is. An AR-15 does not mean an assault rifle. It actually means armored light, which is named after the company that manufactured AR-15s in the 1950s. When the media says,
Oh my gosh, you know that AR-15 means assault rifle.
that's just a blatant lie. There you go. Number
It's
two,
true.
AR-15 styled weapons are not assault weapons. Assault weapons are what they use in the military. And actually, fun fact, they use all kinds of other stuff in the military. They don't use AR-15s. They use some better shit. I'd be very concerned if they used AR-15s in the fucking military. It's not gonna do shit.
Well, they kind of do. They like AR is at this point. The AR is it's a weapons platform.
M4 and
M4.
I think still in some units the M16A4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
But
the
that's
it's more like the
And
AR
the
platform.
and the on the 240 Bravo and the 249. So I mean, like, no
Right.
one's arguing to have fucking saws around. Here's a funny thing too: the AR-15 with the dreaded black rifle. it wasn't a fucking thing until the assault weapons ban came down and it became one of the banned weapons. And then all of a sudden, when that ban fell, everyone wanted one. Like, there was no big thing about like, oh, I need to have this M16 looking thing until the assault weapons ban came and then went. And then when it went, that's when AK sales and AR sales went through the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
Like, congratulations, you just did the exact opposite way you were trying to do. Ooh, well done.
So Ella, when you gonna come back down to the States, meet up with Miss Lennon and go shooting?
ASAP.
ASAP?
Yes.
Okay, because a very large group of YouTubers are all going to be gathering in Vegas in January, and Nevada's a great place to shoot a shit ton of guns.
But real talk though, there's nothing for me to do in Vegas. I'm not 21.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Not really in Vegas.
Nobody.
I look like a 24-year-old woman because I'm an 18-year-old man, so maybe I'll get somewhere.
Yeah, no, Vegas is one of those places, so long as you don't ask them, can I get a drink, you're fine.
Yeah. They'll just, I mean, well, like, you can gamble.
It's like, because if something like that goes even slightly wrong, it's not just like, oh, this underage chick wants to get some Everclear or something. It suddenly becomes like an international incident.
No. The real trick, the real trick in a casino is you go and you find a slot machine, right? Something you're gonna sit mindlessly and play, and maybe win some money. You won't, but maybe. But you keep hitting this little free drink button, and it calls a waitress around, and they just bring you drinks. Mm-hmm. They're like, "Oh, you're gambling. Do you want to get drunk and continue gambling?"
Yep.
As is what we're after.
And they give you free alcohol.
Free booze.
If I somehow get enough money to go to Las Vegas in January.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I can't because I'm getting my dick cut off in January, so like I won't be able to do that.
You can probably get that done in Vegas for cheap.
Yeah.
All you got to do is lose a bet. Actually, shit.
All right.
I see no downsides here.
But also, like,
Right.
I mean, not saying I do want to live, and I'm not saying I want life to continue, but like, I don't want it to die like that.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to make like Amy Winehouse and die in a bathtub of an overdose.
Wait,
Yes.
we could,
we all have to have dreams.
Probably, if we could put a GoFundMe together, we could probably get one of those Vegas Elvis priests, the ones like the Elvises who can marry you, to do it. That would be a proper send off.
Then I'll find a job with the husband.
Wait. I was gonna say we should put it on a drone, but no, because they turn like no, and I get it. That was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Like,
just wait for Jim Jeffries to come around and have himself another special in Vegas and be like, "Hey Jeff, how you feeling? There's an actual human penis flying at you with a it's mounted to a fucking Rite Aid drone." It's like, we spared no expense except with the drone. Elvis chopped it off. Here.
You ain't nothing but a hound. Is there a dick on that drone?
All right. I feel bad that I've had the pause game. Like, sorry, Miss London. Here, let's see a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
The military does not use the same guns as the public, and the public does not use the same guns as the military. The military
100%.
has access to fully automatic weapons. Very few people in the public have actual access to an automatic weapon. People like to mischaracterize the AR-15 in many ways, and another way that they like to mischaracterize the AR-15 is they make it seem as if that's like the only weapon that shooters and mass murderers go to.
Right.
Honey, that's not the only weapon they go to. In fact, most of the time, that's not the weapon they go to. A lot of the time, actually, it's handguns. So here's something for you guys that
and shotguns.
Are saying I'm wrong right now. Most mass shootings are done with handguns, i.e. Virginia Tech. 32 people died at the hands of a handgun. 9 of the mass shootings with the 20 highest death tolls are done with a handgun.
You know, hang on. I don't want to leave it paused with with her eyes shut again. And there you go. That's much better. That's much better. That's much better.
Us later.
What's that?
If she'll thank us later, and if she doesn't, I'm gonna sue her.
Right. That's right. Well, and I was gonna say about Virginia Tech, man. Like, leave it to an Asian to get the high score. It's just so fucking.
I thought he did that with like not a submachine gun, but he had basically an SBR, I believe. It was chambered. No, it was over the handgun.
Yeah, it was handguns.
Huh.
Yeah, and he had 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
Like, you see the old pictures of me, he had like 2 guns, like he was like a Boondock Saint or some shit. Like,
yeah, no, I thought he had one of those weird like FN rifles or one of those weird like European like SVRs. But I mean, maybe I'm misremembering. I probably am.
There's a lot. It was like
Oh, dude,
like half our ages ago.
Dude, no, I mean, wait, I remember that was like 2007, 2008, because I was on campaign with a lug. You know what a lug is? Yeah. For those who are not familiar, lug is lesbian until graduation. Before it became a real trend, it was like the girl, she gets to college and by like halfway through sophomore year, she's wearing cargo shorts and fucking Birkenstocks. And she's loved girls her whole life, and then something changes. But yeah, no, she came on campaign. She went to Virginia Tech, and I remember she was saying how she was at home when the shooting happened, but it was so super scary for her personally. Mm-hmm. And she didn't really say anything about like her classmates. She was just like, it was so scary to think that I was going to school where that happened. Like, that was my first experience with like a real straight W. And because when she was asked why she was trying to help the campaign New Hampshire for healthcare,
right?
She responded that she was doing it to make the world safer for trans people.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. So you're welcome, Ella. You should thank this lug.
Suck my dick, bitch. But it's like, okay.
Well, she would in the name of equality.
Okay, but okay. Here's the thing.
Like, yeah, I like it. You're like, oh,
like,
okay, well, give my number, but
for you. I remember there was a cougar scare that there was like I live in like suburbia, right? And there was like a cougar sighting.
At the mall?
Well, the next day, we're like,
was she at Forever 21 hoping something was in her size?
I mean, like the fucking wild animal, not like aged wild animals. I mean, like straight up wild animals. But it's like, okay. But people were like, oh, I remember like my stepsisters both stayed home because they didn't want to get eaten by a cougar on their way to school.
That's crazy.
I mean, lots of people want to get eaten out by cougars. But I remember one time, too, there was like a legitimate, actual like murder threat against one of the teachers. And they had to set up like security checkpoints at all the doors. And people were like, oh, this is America. But this was like 2 years ago, too.
That's wild.
So, sorry, when you were saying that story, though, there was a murder threat against the principal or whatever. I was thinking like they threatened to release wild cougars in the school. Like,
yeah.
Oh, so that would have been newsworthy. Holy shit! It's like fuck school shootings. Like we've now graduated to a point in which young people are trapping savage wild animals and loosing them upon teachers and administrators they don't like. This young student was bullied and he let a badger loose on the school. We'll have the story at 11. Fuck, that would be... I want to write a book about that now.
All right. So, by all means, everybody, go subscribe to Based Goth Trap Girlfriend, Miss London. She's amazing. I love her content.
Go do it.
Yeah. Do it.
She's hot and she's really nice.
Mm-hmm. She's very hot.
She's really
Combination
nice.
Never find with men, so...
It's true. It's actually very true.
And smart too. That's like the other one. That's like.
I didn't pay attention. I was mesmerized. Anyway, so whatever, man. Whatever. I'll admit it.
Man. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, love is love, man. Love wins, etc.
Ain't no love. It's just lust. Rhino says. Jeff wore that hat and stole Walmart electro carts. I have not stolen any Walmart electro carts.
Since March.
Not for lack of trying. I'm just never successful. That's the main. that's the important part.
They've got those wheel locks I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God damn it! Why does Eugene need to be so progressive minded?
Well, speaking of progressivism, Rhino also said it's about time you finally got a female guest. I was just about to. I was thinking that too, like this whole time. Like how long we've been doing this show? Like 60. This is our 69th episode.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this for like 7 years.
No,
8
whatever,
years?
more or less. Yeah, sure.
So I'm like, yeah, I ain't never had a woman on.
I never had a woman on. Never had a female guest.
I'm not really female, so
Nah, I mean,
I have a long way to go.
well, I mean, we had.
I'm a good half. You guys get half a point. I'm a good stepping stone.
Wait, no, hang on, wait a second.
Woman enough for me.
I'm not making that joke. Never mind.
Anyway, so last thing we got to do for the show. We have our cringe of the week, and this we were trying to figure out what it was supposed to be. It was you, Ella, who actually came up with this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I find it.
This is honestly really super perfect. I'm trying to figure out a way that I'm gonna make this fit in the screen because I want it to be perfect because it's so fucking dumb. This is honestly one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty magical.
Yeah, no, it's completely manically fucking stupid. Here we go. So our cringe of the week comes from a woman named Kaya Jones.
Oh my god.
And here we go.
It's been real.
Yep. Triggering the snowflakes. Yes, we conservatives like to wear bikinis. It's called living and getting a good tan.
Oh.
White as I am, and second of all, triggering what? Triggering an awkward boner? I have a dick, and it's not getting one.
I mean, those are nice tits, but I mean, it's kind of that.
Nice for about 5 more minutes, and then they'll be dragging on the floor.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it's one of those classic. It's like
Ouch.
it's the Lauren Southern phenomenon. It's like, man, you'd be so much hotter with a ball gag on your mouth, specifically because you won't be speaking.
There goes some more subscribers. Holy shit! All right.
Oh, there goes monetization. I mean, you know.
And Miss London says, "Thank you all for featuring me. Let's go shoot our AR-15s into the sunset." I tell you what, I have a lot of guns, and I will totally go shooting with you anytime. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
You know this is a pretty hypnotic
Let's make
gift,
this
though.
happen. Support me and Miss London on Patreon so we can make this a reality for VidCon 2019.
Yes, absolutely.
Genuinely fucking hypnotized by those tits, though. I'm starting to think maybe I should follow Charlie Kirk, and maybe his face isn't so small.
Wow. I'm gonna try and make sure we get like the full spectrum of the titties here. There we go.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, you know what? We don't even we can even actually change the thumbnail as long as we get the right pause game. Shit.
So, but here's the thing that I think is so fascinating is, so Kaya Jones is the latest in a long-running stream of conservative women who are getting this idea. Huh?
Like Caitlyn Bennett.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another one. There's like, and they're springing up out of the woodwork all over the fucking place. There's a fuck ton of them. And they all use sex appeal and you can't tell me what to do, lib shits, blah, 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 blah.
Jeff.
But if you go to her page, hang on. If you go to her page, Kaya Jones, there's like 25 of these videos.
I figured it out, though. No. I figured it out. This is a deep state right-wing plot. They're not content to just convince people to take gender studies courses. No. They say if you're determined to work at a pilot station for the rest of your life, well, here's the course of your politics. And what do they show you? They show you these hot, big-tittied, unattainable women saying, "Haha, guys, TradCon wife for life, y'all," and then making gifs of like, "Did you see the girls? Oh," and then that's paired up with your thought leaders like Nick Fuentes, right?
Right.
These little twinks in church clothes. And so it shows you, like, here's an unfuckable man and a gorgeous woman. Come to the right side. We will allow you to have the most debaucherous, strictly missionary sex you can imagine with the hottest women that you would never dream of speaking to when you're at church. Oh my God.
Okay.
I figured it out.
I'm gonna just put this out there. Conservative women.
Thought leaders, yes.
Yes, thought leaders.
Well,
but no, I mean,
Sardonicus.
this is important. I mean this. This is actually very important. I want to speak from the heart. So I'm gonna leave the boobs up while I talk about this. Conservative women. I am a soy drinking cucklord SJW piece of shit. It's true. It's true. I've had to come to terms with this on my own time, and it's very difficult for me, but it's true. But I'm not beyond hope, and you can actually save me. All you have to do is, instead of having this like little bikini thing or whatever, I need to see you bare-assed, making your ass clap over and over and over again, and then roll over and pull your cock out, and I will instantly become a conservative and worship Jesus Christ.
It's not gay if you like Reagan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. The more you know.
Ella,
Okay.
Right now, Ella's just like got an open notepad file. Like, this is how I can make Tinder work. I get it now.
Or Ella's gonna make me come back. Do you know what? Take my Malibu. I'm gonna take my straw.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be a classy ass bitch and drink it in a sleeping bag that's on backwards.
It's pretty classy. It's pretty classy.
Oh.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's just put it out there for the world, because the entire culture war scene watches this. If your entire thing is to trigger the libs or the cons or whatever it might be, you suck unless you've got great tits.
Mm-hmm.
In which case you can get away with anything. By the way, message to Lauren Southern: you got to get on them squats, because most people like your sister more.
That's very true. I know I do.
Can we bring that up, Jeff?
No, we're not
Please.
looking at Lauren Southern's sister's butt.
We'll have like 340 viewers if we do.
What's Lauren Southern's sister?
bought it.
Damn it.
Y'all win. So do I.
All right, fine. Jesus Christ. Here's Lauren Southern's
Hello.
sister's. Yep.
Hi.
You're familiar with Lauren Southern's sister's ass. There's apparently a woman attached to it. I imagine she might have some hopes and dreams, but who knows?
God, I wish I had some hopes and dreams.
I wish I had an ass like that.
Yeah. My lawyer's got a
What just mistaking you for Caitlyn Jenner?
Actually, now that you mention it,
Just start mistaking you for Chris.
now that you mention it, Nick, put 30 more years on you, Nick, and you might actually look with the hair. You might actually start to look like Caitlyn Jenner.
Wait,
Oh shit. I mean, I did shave down, so yeah. Buckle up, buckaroos.
Okay. Anyway, fuck me. All right. Anyway, we're done with that. We're done. We're done with all that. Ridiculous.
Why?
I have because Nick.
I want this to be a successful show, and I don't want us to have to invite like white nationalists on to make it happen.
Oh, and some people are saying Ben Shapiro's sister is better. Dude, Ben Shapiro's sister has
What?
got some.
Okay,
fucking...
no, I need to see this. I have no idea what this is, but if I'm hearing Ben Shapiro's sister is better than Lauren Southern's
You
sister,
have seen
it's like,
Abigail Shapiro.
No, I have not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I've never. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Ugh.
I might completely change my ideological, political perspective depending on what I'm about to see. Come on.
Well, she's got nudes that were leaked. But we can't
Let's not
show
look at them.
those.
No, I
No.
mean, I'll find those on my own when nobody knows. Let's take a look at it.
Okay, let me see if I can God damn it, dude. Really?
I'm so happy this show has just turned into this.
I know. This is.
I mean,
what-
we haven't had to burn through any super chats, so at least I'm getting something.
Oh,
Oh, she's pretty.
and she has huge fucking tits.
She has a small head.
Yes, she's a very tiny head. And she's a Jew.
Oh.
Jews have tiny heads. It's weird.
It is actually. I've noticed. I've had a couple other of the ladies of the tribe, as we call them, and Yeah, it's a tiny
Anyway,
head.
all right,
That's
all right.
pretty girl with a
Anyway,
tiny head.
it's a very pretty girl with a very tiny head. Okay. So that being the case, Ella, thank you so much for sticking it out with us and hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. I'm glad we finally got you on.
I'll stick it out anytime for you.
Yeah?
Oh, y'all know Jeff's gonna be like, sorry, memory, I gotta take a shower.
I gotta go hop a plane to Canada. You know what I'm saying? But yes. So for everybody out there, by all means, please go check out Miss London. She's incredible. Go check out Ella Grant. All the links are in the description. And you're a fucking rock star and pretty badass. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We have no idea which day or what time we're doing it next week, but we'll figure it out and we'll let you know. Join us on Thursday for Midweek Saints.
Everything is fine.
Yes.
Everything is perfectly fine.
Nothing's
There's
on
nothing
fire.
wrong with the show.
We're totally
Nothing
fine.
is wrong.
It's okay. We're good.
I
So
promise.
Ella gets the last word. What do you got for us?
Ben Shapiro can suck my dick.
Hey!
Beautiful. Good night, everybody.